Welcome to AFA Highlights, brought to you by AFA Hub. This podcast is your window into the creative journeys of our talented students and alumni, featuring their remarkable work and inspiring stories. Each episode is packed with behind-the-scenes insights, engaging interviews, and expert advice, showcasing how our students transform their big ideas into even bigger opportunities. Whether you're an artist, a dreamer, a curious creative, or simply a supportive ally, we're thrilled to have you here. Think of this as your exclusive backstage pass to inspiration. So sit back, get ready, and join us as we celebrate the extraordinary together.
Hey everybody, welcome to AFA Highlights. Shanna here, and my guest today is Alyssa Minjarez. Did I say that correct?
Yeah, you did.
I did. Well, welcome to the show, Alyssa. I'm so excited to have you on today. So everybody, Alyssa is an AFA Hub graduate. She is an editor, a very talented editor, and I've been lucky to be able to work with her recently. So we decided to have her on the show to talk a little bit about what she's learned in her journey so far and maybe what she's looking forward to in the future. Welcome to the show, Alyssa.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. I'm so happy to have you here. So I want to talk a little bit first, Alyssa, about your journey to AFA. What got you into editing and what got you connected to the AFA Hub School?
So I did not know AFA existed. It was after I had just gotten diagnosed at my local regional center. And at the time I was looking for a job, but I mean, we know about the job market right now. That just wasn't really happening. So then my counselor of sorts referred me to AFA, telling me what it was, because it was something I was interested in. So I made the decision to go into their animation program, because I had done a film course before at a different institution. So I wanted to try something new. And also because animation was something that my art teacher in high school was like kind of nicely pushing me to do. Because he's like, I think you can do that. So I wanted to give it a shot, and I'm glad I took it. It's not something I necessarily stuck with, but I don't regret taking it at all. And it was very fun. I learned a lot at that course.
So it introduced you to more of the storytelling aspect and using digital work to do that. Now you're currently operating as an editor. Did you take the editing program there too, or was that just something you learned on your own?
That was something I mostly learned on my own. I did learn like the basics of how to do that. The institution I went to, because they gave us a lot of free will at that place, and here too, of just like kind of what feels right to you, like show us what you want, like what stories you want to tell. And so obviously I have like, the weekends to myself, and I'm always working on something, even if it isn't like work related. I'm always doing something. Like I like creating things. Just not doing that is very boring to me.
Yeah, you're a creator at heart. What do you love most about editing and storytelling? Like, what is it that you think you enjoy the most about it?
I think I guess in a way it is like animation, where you can almost make anything. Obviously, if you have the right visuals, but you can make pretty much anything with editing. Sometimes that takes longer depending on what you want to do, but the fact that you can just put whatever your mind has to screen it almost feels like not real.
Yeah, that's a really good point. So I don't know how all of your journey's been, but I know like some of the other people we've talked to, there's moments in your journey that are difficult or challenging. What would you say to someone who's maybe trying to find their creative gift or maybe like a little insecure about it or whatever? Like what advice or thoughts would you share with someone like that?
There's definitely times, this happens every year, where I kind of go through not like a dull phase, but kind of like just where like something's just not really connecting right. So what I do is like, this helps me. I don't know if this helps anyone else, but I'll find anything that's, I think, remotely interesting, and just put together or try and practice and put together a little something that it could have nothing to do with work or school. It could be like, for me, like last year when I was going through like a slight lull in creativity, I was putting together like footage from ballets, because I love ballet, but that kind of like snapped me awake in a way. I was like, oh, I think I got it now. Like you could just put anything together. Obviously, practice is good, like, as often as you can, because it's just gonna help you. It's not gonna no bad will come from that.
Yeah, that's good advice. So you've been working with some projects with us for My Calm World and also for 4FC Productions. Out of the stuff that you've worked on in the last few months, is there anything that you've really enjoyed or anything that you've learned? Or, what could you share about that experience in your internship so far?
I do like working on music videos because that's totally new for me. It is a different creative process than from what I'm kind of used to, which isn't a bad thing. That just means I'm learning something new and getting a little bit more freedom on that as far as like directing goes is a nice little change of pace than just throwing together footage for, I don't know, anything. At my other institution I went to, I have a certificate in directing. That's been years, so maybe I'm a little bit rusty, but it is fun kind of getting back into that because that was probably what I enjoyed most was besides editing was directing. That was like my second choice I loved the most.
Fantastic. Yeah, really, for me, what stood out so far in your work is the human element. Like, I feel like when there's humans involved in the story and there's a human story to tell, that's probably been your strongest gift so far. And then you're developing all these other ones, which I'm really excited about. It's been a pleasure to work with you. And I'm looking forward to continuing that. When you look to the future, what do you dream about, Alyssa? Like, what would be kind of a dream thing for you with all of this?
I've never thought about going into like a huge like company. It's not really my jive. It just feels it's obviously going to be more hectic, and I'm like, nah, this is hectic enough. Something that would be like higher up because I've always kind of been, I don't know if a follower is the right word, but just like I want to do something where like I'm in charge for once. Like a main editor, or would it be like a owner of a company? I have no idea.
Yeah, because you said you like directing, so maybe you could oversee some other workers, animators, illustrators that you're working with. Yeah, that may be something we could work to in this internship. You never know. But thank you for coming on today and talking to us. Anything else you'd like to say for students or alumni or families that might be watching?
Let's see. If you're contemplating at all about something creatively, if you're even thinking about like maybe I want to do this, maybe just do it. If you have the money, do it. It's something that I thought about at first, like, do I want to do this? I don't know about this, but I did it and I don't regret doing that at all. It's only done me good. So I think it would only do them good too.
Yeah. And then sometimes we think that life is a straight line and it's not. A lot of times the process of elimination is how we find out what it is that we really are passionate about. And so you got into animation, you're like, well, I don't necessarily want to be an animator, but that taught you skills that are making you a better editor. So everything we add on, like you're saying, every creative thing we study and every gift, even if it's not our number one or ideal, it's adding information and knowledge that makes us better at what we do. Right?
Right.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being on. Everybody, this is Alyssa. She is incredible, and it's been a joy to work with her. Thank you for being on the show, Alyssa. Everybody, this is AFA Highlights, where we talk about the story of AFA students and alumni and celebrate their wins and successes. We're so proud of all of you. Until next time, we'll see you soon, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to this episode of AFA Highlights. We hope today's stories brightened your day and inspired you to connect more closely with AFA Hub. Every time you listen, like, follow, or subscribe to our student projects, you're helping to pave the way for their future success. If you're ready to unleash your creativity, remember that AFA Hub dives deep into the exciting worlds of animation, film, game design, and visual effects. We're more than a school. We're a launch pad for passionate creators ready to shape the future. With hands-on learning, live classes, and a supportive online community, AFA Hub turns raw talent into rewarding careers. Visit our website to learn more. Share this episode with someone who would enjoy it, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to get notified about new episodes. We'll be back soon with a new episode. Thank you for listening.